Hi, YouTube family. So I'm back. And I have decided to take out my interlocks. Hold on. Because my parts are not as straight as I want them. I wanted them in more of like the sisterlock grid. And they're not. I've been trying really hard to get over it, but I have got ADHD and OCD, and this is just not working. Do you see, guys, where that part is? Like, do you see? So I know, like, everyone's saying, like, your parts are going to change and blah 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 blah, but this is my hair, and if I ultimately cannot be happy with it or with the way they're going, why should I hold it off? Like, I tried, it's been 3 weeks, and I love the Instalocks. I don't mind the sizing. I don't mind that there's only 98 locks when I specifically asked for 125. But can you see, like, that part is just not it. And it just doesn't make sense for me I'm not going to love these. Like, I like them. I like them more than I don't like them, but I don't like them enough to where I'm not going to come up with another more money to get them redone. Like, whatever. Like, whatever. It's my hair. And I'm at this point kind of tired of justifying it to people when, like, people are seeing me like, you taking out your locks again, like, this will be your 4th set. Don't worry about it. If I have to do 100 sets until I get that one that's perfect, then that's what I'm going to do. I don't know what else to say. I like everything except for the parts. And then even on some of these, there's still weak parts in here. And I think that's bothering me too. And I'm not trying to say that I am unpleasable, because I don't think that's it. With my 2nd set, I was very happy. And the only reason why I took out my 2nd set was because I bleached my hair. And in the process of me bleaching my hair, I damaged the integrity of my hair. So the twists, the 2-strand twists that I had, weren't twisting anymore. Like, they weren't as tightly coiled, and they were becoming undone. Then plus the choice was either take them out and do treatments to get my hair not as bad as it was, to repair as much damage as I could, or continue with it and still have major breakage, which would have been a problem in itself. And it was my fault. The only reason why I don't have my 2nd set of locks is it was my fault. 100% my fault. I had a great stylist, and she gave me the grid I wanted. So if she sees this video, you did an amazing job, and I loved every aspect of what you did. I should have left my hair alone. I'm sorry, I didn't listen. The 3rd one, I'm not happy with these. Like, I'm not anywhere as happy as I was with my other set. But, and this is what I have consultations before I've had my locks, and somehow, I don't want to be. I feel like during the consultation, I make pretty much what my concerns are and what I want, and then it's like when I'm getting my hair done, sometimes people have their own independence style to it, or their own creativity to it, and they tweak little things. And this one got tweaked. In fact, I noticed while it was being done that it just wasn't gridding the way it was. Like, I wanted a specific grid, and I know that these parts were freelanced, which means they were, or freestyle. They weren't But that's fine. I'm not, I'm not bashing her or anything, because I accepted that and I finished paying for it, and I'm not going to complain about it. I'm not going to keep them in my head, and I'm just going to get, obviously, someone else to do it. So with this one, I made myself exactly clear. So I guess in the future, if you're going to get your hair done, like you're on your second set of locks and you're still not getting what you want, write down your concerns on a piece of paper and then take it to your consultation, so you already have an outline of what you don't want, instead of trying to recall. You know what I'm saying? Like, instead of being like, okay, this is what I don't want, I wrote everything down. And I have hopes with this lady, because I feel like she understood, and she's like, it's going to be more money. I don't mind the more money aspect of it if I can get what I want. I don't want to pay and then keep a style in for 3 weeks and then take it out. But honestly, even for the 3 weeks, I still took pictures and I still liked it. So I'm not upset at the third person did my hair. Like, it's fine. I'm not going to keep it in forever. You know what I'm saying? Like, it did its job. I realize now that out of the different locks that I've had, Instalocks do work best for my style. I do realize that I do like the thickness of these locks, even though I think I'm going to go a little bit smaller. I like the experience. So I know I'm on the right journey, because I've liked every single set. I love my second set, but I've liked every single set that I've had. This fourth set, I'm hoping that I'm going to be in love with. I really do. I hope it's like love at first glance with this. So I asked her to do the sisterlock grid, which is a specific type of grid, but not sisterlocks. I can't explain it. If you look and you see what the sisterlock grid is, you'll see exactly. It takes a little bit more work, and I don't want to say a little bit more work, because I'm not doing this. So I don't know if it's a little bit or a lot more work, but my future stylist did say it does take more time to plan that grid out and then plan out how many locks. So she said, which was honest. I love honesty. She said, I know my lock count is 140 now, because this is 120. I don't think it's going to make a huge difference. So I'm gearing for like 130 or 140, not 200, because I've had 200. So that's kind of where my sweet spot would be. And she says, I understand that. I will plan the grid out, and then I'll be able to tell you better if we can achieve your grid. That's all I wanted. Like, that's fine. If you plan the grid out, right, and you're looking at it after you're done sectioning it, like, okay, this looks more like 100. I'm fine with it. I'm not stuck on a specific number, 150, because it's, the pictures you see are not going to necessarily be what you want. But for me, with me being such a visual person, I want fuller hair. My hair is thick, and I feel that I can pull that off. I don't want 200, even though I had 200 and I enjoyed what you can do with 200. I don't want 200. So, and this is 100, and I like this aspect of it, but I just want them a little bit smaller and for this to be fuller. So that is the plan. I feel good. I really feel good with this. I really feel good with this woman, because she's like, it's going to be more money. I said, you know what? I'm fine with that. Like, that's fine. She's like, and I can't give you an exact number, because like, I can give you a range. I said, that's fine. So I'll have a range of what to bring with me, how much to have available. And she's like, it's either going to be in between here or here. Okay, that's not like a huge variation. Okay, I'm fine with that. She's like, okay, then come in Monday. So I feel good. Like, I feel good with this. I do. I feel good with this lady. I feel like this might be the relationship that I've been looking for a while. I'm hoping this really works out. But my main thing is, like I told her, my main thing is that I want that Pacific grid, because I want to be able to do certain styles. So when I part my hair into 4 parts, like, there'll be 4 parts. So I guess I'm going for, as they say, like a more manicured lock look. and not so much of the messy look. Like, I know with my personality, the C parting would just, I just have too much OCD for it. Like, they would all have to be perfect C's, and there's no such thing. I know the diamond parting would not be for me because there's going to be too much variation in that diamond for me. So my best option has always and will always probably be the square. And with the square, not rectangles, not triangles, I want Pacific square, a square plan or blueprint in my hair. I don't know if I'm making sense, but if you have a desire for that, my best advice would be to write that down before you go to your consultations. Obviously, I feel like consultations are good. They're normally only like $30, $40, but it saves you so much work instead of just going to your appointment and being like, this is what I want, and then that turning out to be a whole half an hour, 45 minutes when you could be getting your hair done. So I fully support having consultations before. I think my problem was that I wasn't as direct as I should have been with my previous style, except for that second lady. I'm sorry. She nailed my locks. So I think with my very first one, I definitely didn't make myself really clear. And then with my third one, when I saw that this wasn't going the way I was going, because I'm non-confrontational and I kind of was just like, maybe it'll look good in the end, and wasn't really sure of it, I kind of let it go. But it would have been, by the time I really looked at my hair, the bottom half was already done. So it wasn't already in that grid pattern, and it was kind of just freestyled. I don't know. I think freestyle is great when it comes to rapping or to like drawing. But for me, when it comes to hair, I think, especially for me, I need more of a plan. And I know locks are unpredictable. I got that. Like, I know that. Like, I got that. I understand that. But still, I still want the original form, the original blueprint to go by how I want it to. And it's my money, and that's what I'm paying for. Okay. So that is my best suggestion after having almost 4 different sets of locks. I don't feel like it was a waste because it was an investment on myself. And when you are putting back into yourself, there's really no wrong answer. It's not like I was putting it to other people or whatever. The money that I made is going back into my hair. So even if I didn't keep those original locks, I did wear them. I didn't take them out the next day. Well, except for that first set. I took it out that week. But the other sets I did enjoy. I took pictures. I really tried to rock with it. But like I said, this is just not working. But I feel good about this lady. I really do. So we'll see. So there are 98 interlocks that I have in my hair. I've already started combing them out. I do like the fact that I didn't wait extra long because they are coming out pretty easy. So my appointment is Monday. I figured today is Thursday, so if I take out about 30 locks a day, well, I've already kind of started. If I stay on track and take out 15 locks in the morning, or even I'm going to stick with 15 locks in the morning, 15 in the afternoon. By Monday or by Sunday night, I would have taken out all my locks in preparation for my new set on Monday, because I want to deep condition my hair. I want to do a clarifying shampoo. And let me pause it. I'll show you what I got. Okay, so I don't want to make this a huge video, but I'm learning a lot of stuff as I'm going along, and I don't want to say I'm enjoying this, but I'm not having a good time. Okay, so for my clarifying shampoos, I didn't do a whole ton of research. I see a lot of people using this, a lot of girls using this, and then this is what I got. And then I also got this. So I don't know which one I'm going to use as a clarifying shampoo for this. I do know the other products that I was using, I'm probably not going to use. Whatever this woman tells me to use is what I'm going to use. I don't think I'm really going to deviate from what she says too much. I do realize something else, guys. I'm going to say this. it's your hair, and you have to, I don't want to say experiment, but you have to experiment with your hair. So with this set, I decided, because with the other ones I interlock these, and I realized that for this set that I'm getting now, I'm not going to insta-lock these. And mainly because I've noticed, you see how obviously how round this insta-lock is, like this lock, which is basically like a mature lock. I cheated, who cares? I said that in my last video, I don't care. So you see how nice and juicy that is, how circular this one is. When I insta-locked, or did this, and this could be because I'm new, that's fine, I don't like how thin it is. And I'm not saying that that's not good or anything. I'm saying that I mainly interlocked because my last set before that, when I had 200 locks, it was easier for me to tighten them up with locking because there were so many of them, and I was able to do this point. With the new set, depending on if they're this big, if they're smaller, maybe I will. But I think if they're big like this, I'm going to go to her for one set of retwists. I'm sorry, I'm not a long-term client. I know that there's stylists that depend on this as a living. Unfortunately, I have to, at some point, recoup some of the money that I'm spending into my hair, which is going to have to be learning how to do my own retwist. So I'll probably go for one retwist and maybe occasional maintenance. But I do realize that I am going to be doing this, retwisting with twisting. I think that's the way I'm going to go with these. And even though it's not going to be, it might be a little bit, I got to learn something new. I feel like for how I want my locks to mature, even, they're interlocked, so they're mature. I don't necessarily believe that. They still have I don't want to say a journey. I think that word for me is just like, it's too much. Like, for my hair to progress the way I want it to progress, I want to allow my hair some form of way to expand. And when you insta-lock it, you're basically forcing your hair in this style. So your hair is going to be nice and tight and compact, which is perfect for smaller locks. But I think with this set, we'll see how small they are. I think I'm going to just twist it. I don't know. I think that's what I'm going to do, because that's what I'm kind of feeling. That's what I'm kind of getting myself up for. Like, I'm just going to twist them and then pin them, or twist them and then how I see some people twist them and then you just have it and it like kind of just stays like that. I think that's what I'm going to do. So this video is going on for 20 minutes. People watch it, great. If they don't, like I said, these videos are mainly for me. And what I've realized since I've gone back and even watched my own videos is like some of the mistakes that I've done. And I'm not upset. Like, I'm not mad. Like, I'm not mad. I don't feel like I've made any drastic mistakes. I think I'm just learning. Obviously, the bleaching part of my hair might not have been the best decision I've done, but it's like, you can recover from it. Like, just don't bleach anymore. And obviously with my dark roots, I'm not going to be bleaching anymore. Like, this was well, if you watch the other video, I bleached my hair more than once, but this is not going to happen again. I don't see me doing this again because I don't want my hair to be compromised. I'm not going to say healthy or unhealthy. I don't like putting that label on bleached locks. I know other people do it. I don't want that label. I don't like labels, but I don't want that label, for me to put that label out there that bleached locks are unhealthy. I don't want to say that. I do feel like they are compromised. I know that my hair is compromised. I know that my texture has changed. And even when I talked to this stylist, I was even contemplating doing comb coils, because comb coils will mature faster and they're cheaper than what I'm going to be paying now. But also, with my hair being compromised, the coils aren't my look. Like, this is all bleached hair. Can you see this? This is all bleached hair. So my hair is compromised. Like, it's not horrible. You don't see like breakage or anything, but obviously the integrity of my hair has been compromised. Hopefully you guys can see that. It has been. Like, I know that. And I don't trust my hair to be able to hold the comb coils the way I see here, that is unprocessed and really, you know, nice and succulent and juicy and just like beautiful. I don't think my hair is going to be able to do that. I don't trust it. Baby, I love you, but I don't trust it. And I am vain. I didn't realize I was so vain till I started getting locks. I was like, ooh, you are beautiful. Yeah, you are. Look at how gorgeous. Even with these locks you're taking out. Yeah, you are. It's okay. I don't act like that in public though. But when I'm at home, I do be in the mirrors. I'm not even going to lie. I am in the mirrors and I'm micromanaging my hair. So, really quick, I am taking these out, and this is just my first year doing it. I'm enjoying this. Like, I'm not even upset. So I'm taking these out. I could probably be a little bit more gentler, but I'm also kind of on time management. So I'm combing these out. Obviously, I did soak that. So that's the first initial knot, I guess. iPhones. You know, people say iPhones are the best phones, but honestly, I've loved all my Androids over how much I've had this in. This is my first and only iPhone. I will never get another iPhone again. I'm just not an iPhone person. And I've had this phone for 2 years and it still pisses me off. I will never ever get one. My whole life I've always had Android, and I don't know what. Okay, so I do have an autistic son, so I mainly got my Apple phone to track my, have the iPod or the little tracker, little Apple things to track my son. Because, like, that's my biggest fear being a mom of an autistic child, is that someone's going to run off with your son. And because he's so trusting, he doesn't have that stranger danger spidey sense type thing going on. And I've always put those little Apple things like inside his pants. So I'll have like one where everybody could see, but then I would put one inside his underwear, because I don't trust anybody. I don't trust anybody. I don't trust anybody like that. I trust myself. I trust God. And I give everyone the benefit of the doubt, but trust like that, I just don't give out. Okay, so that's what I'm doing. I'm not going to stay on this because this is already like 22 minutes. Not like people are really watching it, but sometimes I'm using this. I really don't. I feel like I'm pulling more of my hair out when I use that. And I'm just taking my time. Like, I'm watching all of the Final Destinations because I'm old and I remember them coming out. And there's a new one coming out on the 16th. So I'm watching all of them again. And I'm just taking my time. And I enjoy doing my hair. Like, this is just relaxing, even though I'm taking this out. And when I was like, it's just relaxing. I don't know how to say it. Like, I'm not stressed out, even with my hair not being the way I 100% want it. I'm not stressed out about it. I know, like, I'm not happy with it. Obviously I still have the funds so I can get them redone, but I'm still enjoying it. Taking out my hair is investing in myself, and I feel like it's therapeutic for me, and it's making me realize that I'm worth it. Like, I'm worth it. I'm worth the extra, etc., etc., etc. it's going to take to get my hair redone. So that's the end of this video. I'm going to continue to take these out. I will come back and make a video on Monday and let you guys, I'll probably do it Tuesday, because I know Monday when I get them done, I'm probably going to be too tired. But I'll do it back on Tuesday, and I'm not going to dye or do anything else to my hair. I'm going to continue with the dark roots, but when it gets like really, really dark, I'll probably will put a dye on top of it. And I guess the dye does have a little bit of bleach in it, because you can see my hair is not this color. So I guess in a sense I will be kind of bleaching my hair, or coloring it. I don't know. People have different words and different labels for it. I don't know what anyone wants to hear, but I'm obviously probably going to dye my hair. And my hair, this will be the tips, and then the rest of my hair should hopefully be this color. And I'm enjoying it because I think the color looks amazing on me. All right, guys. So if you watched this video, thank you. If you subscribed, great. And if you didn't, I'm fine with that. Like, YouTube isn't paying me. So I don't care.